And a good evening, everybody, and we are back here on the second of a doubleheader here on KROX TV as soccer's just wrapping up, and now we're getting rolling for volleyball. They're playing in a back-to-back today. They played on yesterday, as you might have heard here on KROX or watched on KROX TV. Both those options are accessible again tonight, so if you're thinking you listened to it last night and you're wondering, oh, I should probably watch it tonight, it's available for you here on KROXAM.com. The 0-1 Pirates, but that doesn't really tell the whole story. They take on the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds tonight in their first match of the year. I'm Gabe Bishop here with you. Honored to call every minute of action as we continue to roll right along here. First things first for the Pirates, they had a fantastic match last night, especially with what they've had to go through the last year. Got their first set win in nearly first match that went longer than 3 sets in nearly 2 years to get to that point. Ended up dropping it in 4, but they showed a fight that they have not shown for a while. So it is so many signs of improvement. That's the story for this team. They are improving at a rapid rate. And they have something that Mahnomen Waubun doesn't have right now, a game under their belts. And they also have momentum, which we'll be talking about as well. We had a chance to talk with both head coaches. Head coach Vicky Anderson in her 26th year for the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds. She and I made the joke she's the Millennium Coach as she started in the 2000 season. And then Katie Morgan in her 5th year coaching the Pirates. We had a chance to talk with both coaches. We'll take a look at the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update and the Napa Crookston Building and Machine starting lineups. All coming up. First, we will take a break, and when we come back, we will hear from the head coach of the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds, Coach Vicky Anderson, and that'll be coming up right after this.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small-town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
You deserve the best. Earn your degree at University of Minnesota Crookston with the best public dorms in Minnesota, ranked by niche. With over 75 programs, you'll easily find the best fit for you. In this close-knit community, you're just around the corner from your new best friends. Plus, the U of M system has the lowest cost after financial aid in the state, so you receive the best value for your education. University of Minnesota Crookston. Small campus, big degree. The best of both worlds.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at GoHugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Here on the Riverview Health pregame show, we have Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds head coach Vicky Anderson with us. Coach, it's game 1 for you, game 2 for Crookston today, but you've had 2 weeks of practice to get to this point. How are you feeling about where your team is at? What are some of the core things that you've been working on in those 2 weeks of practices?
We've been working quite a bit on defense just to make sure we can get that first solid pass up, and that just leads you into a transitioning into your offense. So if that pass isn't there, and that is getting better. We've had 2 scrimmages so far this year, and I think we saw things that we liked and things we needed to work on, and with any team, you just have to keep working on stuff.
What kind of style of volleyball do you want this team to play when they're out on the court and operating at their best?
at their best, they can be a really quick team when they want to. They're working on a few quicks. I don't think they'll show any of that tonight just because the timing isn't quite right yet. But it's getting there. In the scrimmages, they're trying to do it, and that's what you want to see. And in practice, they're trying it. So if the pass is there, I'm hoping that we see a few quick sets and just a really consistent style of ball.
In terms of Crookston, they did play yesterday. Ended up losing in 4 sets. How much of that game were you aware of, watch, and what do you know about them, and what do you think you need to be ready for?
Well, fortunately, we saw Crookston in a scrimmage at our place early last week, so we had a chance to play them. And then also what I watched last night. But everything's different when you put that uniform on, so I'm not sure how our girls will respond. We respond very well in practice. We responded well in the scrimmages that we've had, but how they play tonight will be a whole different thing when you put that uniform on for the first time. We have some new starters and some younger players in there, but I think they're pretty seasoned, and they put some time in the off season. I think that's going to help us out.
In terms of specific keys that you think you need to do well if you want to get out of here at the win, what would those be?
We just need to really take care of the ball and have really good ball control, both on passing, especially servicey. We've had a little bit of trouble with that. We haven't worked on it much, so I think just strong passing. The rest of it will fall into place.
Lastly, what will be the message to the girls for the head out onto the court for the first time in a regular season match?
Just play hard and have a lot of fun. And, those jitters, everybody thinks they're nervous, but they're not. It's adrenaline, and we got to get these kids to not think of nerves, but actually adrenaline instead, and that it's a good thing.
Well, this should be a lot of fun, Coach. Appreciate your time, and good luck.
Thank you very much.
And that was the head coach of the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds. That was Coach Vicky Anderson here with us on the Riverview Health pregame show. I'll tell you what, I like the idea of expressing that it's not nerves, it's adrenaline. I'm sure there's probably some nerves in there, though. But, of course, I have not been a head volleyball coach for 26 years. I wouldn't necessarily know if that was true or not, but I'd like to think that I am not the dullest knife in the drawer, to say the least. We will take a break, and then when we come back, we will hear from the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Katie Morgan. And that'll be coming up right after this here on KROX.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictinecrookston.org.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
trap shooting,
hockey, basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech,
theater,
Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot of going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
For over 45 years, Grove Mechanical has been the trusted choice for heating and cooling solutions in Crookston and the surrounding communities. From furnace repairs to air conditioning installations, we're committed to keeping your home comfortable year-round. We're proud to support this community and all its athletes. Best of luck to the Crookston Pirates this season. Grove Mechanical is behind you all the way.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
On the Riverview Health pregame show, Crookston Pirate head coach Katie Morgan is with us, and I'll tell you what, we haven't seen what we had in that fourth set in a little while because it was 4 sets. It was a 4-set match, which has been a little while coming, and you were down 2-0 to take set 3, which is a pretty difficult thing to do in this sport. What kind of thing did that do for the team, and let alone really for the entire program?
Yeah, it was huge. It was so fun to see the girls go out and actually earn that win. They completely owned that third set, and it was just such a confidence boost for all of them. It was just so fun to see our girls really, they're showing we put all this hard work in, we can do it. And after the game, their big, talk was, girls, we can do this. Let's prove to everyone and ourselves that we can, and we're here, and we wanna win, and we're ready to win.
Now, if you talk to most coaches, they would agree with the same thing that I do. Momentum is real. No matter what people away from sports might say, momentum is a very real thing. How much momentum do you think you have after that match moving into one on a back-to-back?
I think we have a ton of momentum, especially I think Mahnomen Waubun is their first match tonight. So we're going to, use that for our advantage as well. We got, just one, but it's one game, one really big game for us under our belts. And just knowing that, like I said, we can do it. We kind of know a little bit of what to expect. But just having that momentum and owning what we can do, and just rolling with that.
Let's talk Mahnomen Waubun then for a little bit. What do you know about them? What do you kind of expect to see out of them? Of course, their coach been around for a long time, so it's been a certain way for a while. So it seems like it might not be too difficult to gauge what they might bring out on the court.
Yeah, and Vicky's been around for a long time, and she's a great coach, and she always puts together a really scrappy team. They're always going to come out. You're going to maybe think the ball's going to hit the floor, and here comes a girl, and they're getting it back on our side. So they're going to be extremely scrappy, so we got to be ready for everything coming back over. Same with last night as well. I think we're going to see a lot of aggressive serving. So, yeah, those two things that we have to really focus on. But then really, really telling the girls that let's not think about them. Let's not do anything about the other opponent. Let's focus on ourselves and focus on what we can do. I'll probably go into your next question, but we really have to focus on, we had 12 missed serves last night total. Huge, big points that we just gave to them. So just focusing on those unforced errors and what we can control, just getting the ball on the other side, force them to make the mistake, and then control what we can control. So communication next to each other, being assertive on defense, we really saw that start coming through in set 3 and 4. So if we can just build on that and just build that confidence and aggressiveness, I'm just excited to hit the court.
Is that more of a keep it simple kind of philosophy that you're looking to try and institute?
I think so. I think if we just really, think about what we can do and what we're capable of doing, and just really focusing in on ourselves, and just being confident in ourselves, keeping it simple and like that.
Well, Coach, this should be a lot of fun. Appreciate your time as always. We'll talk post-game.
Perfect. Thank you.
And that was the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Katie Morgan, here with us on the Riverview Health pregame show. We'll take one last break, and then when we come back, we'll take a look at our Napper Crookston Welding and Machine starting lineups, run through how both teams look for this one. That'll be coming up right after this. This is the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today, or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
Welcome to Mahnomen State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And we are back here at the Crookston High School Gymnasium. Let's take a look at our Napper Crookston Welding and Machine starting lineups. They have what you need. They'll make sure your battery will start the first time every time. So buy a Legend battery from Napper Crookston Welding and Machine. They handle all your Legend battery needs for your cars, trucks, recreational vehicles, snowmobiles, ATVs, and more. Now let's take a look at our starting lineups. First here for Mahnomen Waubun. They have a lot of seniors on this roster, 6 of them to be exact. Senior libero Leah Lubeck will be getting the start, as well as Matea Big Bear, the junior. Kenley Severson, a freshman, will be getting the start as well. Isabella Schlick, senior, will get the start. Caprina Francis, a senior, will be starting, as well as Nain Poitra, the junior, and Kennedy MacArthur, the junior as well. Some players you might see off the bench as well, Cora MacArthur and Peyton MacArthur Gordon. Especially if you know about Mahnomen Waubun, there's a lot of MacArthurs that come through that area. Then for Crookston, Ella Anderson, who was libero from set 2 onward yesterday, will get the start as libero in set 1. Lana Peterson will start on the outside alongside Rylan Auble and Allison Wagner. Auble will be the main setter. Abby Bruley and Jade Uttermark will rotate in the middle. Brenna Kopecky you'll see in the back row and outside as well. You'll also see Maddie Abrams that'll be rotating in a fair bit throughout the course of the match. Crookston in the home blues with the gold Crookston and gold Pirates on the front and back, and the white numbers and the gold trim, and the gradient yellow that goes down along the sleeves. Mahnomen Waubun in the teal, and libero in black. The teal with the black numbers and the white trim on those. And we are just about ready to get things rolling here as the warm-ups have just wrapped up, as you can hear. So we will take a break, and when we come back, we will have our first serve of this match between the Crookston Pirates and Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds. That will all be coming up right after this. This has been the Riverview Health pregame show here on KROX.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small-town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
You deserve the best. Earn your degree at University of Minnesota Crookston with the best public dorms in Minnesota, ranked by niche. With over 75 programs, you'll easily find the best fit for you. In this close-knit community, you're just around the corner from your new best friends. Plus, the U of M system has the lowest cost after financial aid in the state, so you receive the best value for your education. University of Minnesota Crookston. Small campus, big degree. The best of both worlds.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
And we welcome you back here to the Crookston High School Gymnasium as they're reading off the reserves and then starters for each squad. Before we get rolling into this match, let's take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Draft Sports Bar and Grill, fantastic place to go before or after the game with a great menu of appetizers, entrees, wraps, soups, salads, their award-winning chili, sandwiches, pasta, burgers, desserts, you name it, they've got it. Takeout and catering is also available. You can call them at 218-281-1183. Open daily Tuesday through Sunday at 11 a.m. You can also order online at draftsportsbar.com. Some of the area volleyball games we'll be keeping you updated on as Foston is taking on Nevis today. Ada Borup West against Barnesville. Stephen Argyle is playing Badger Greenbush Middle River tonight. Let's see what else we have here. Kitson County Central taking on Sacred Heart. Bagley against Kelleher Northome. And then some other ones here. Wadena Deer Creek is already up a set to none on East Grand Forks right now. And it's pretty much all that we have updated here at the moment. Thief River Falls will also be playing Perham. So some more volleyball your way today. And the Twins, as they're taking on the Toronto Blue Jays today in the second of a three-game series against one of the best teams in the American League. Blue Jays up 3-0 as the fourth inning just ended, as George Springer again hit a leadoff home run. I think he's hovering around 50 of those in his career, which is a pretty impressive statistic. And then another one we will run through as well were the results for the girls tennis triangular as they were out in Park Rapids, where they went up against both Pequot Lakes and Park Rapids. That got started in the morning. I get that to run through and load. Once I get that, we'll run that by you as the teams will make their way on to the back to the benches. And let's see, it's one working. No, it wasn't loading for me. Once I get that to load, I will pass that along to you. If you're watching on KROX TV, so here we got them as Pequot Lakes, they beat Crookston 4-3, and then they came back with a vengeance. They beat Park Rapids by a score of 7-0. So they end up 1-1 in that triangular. Crookston on your right side of your screen. They'll be hitting the ball right to left if you're listening on the radio tonight. 7:19 start. We're only, 4 minutes behind schedule? We're making some good time tonight. 15 minutes earlier than last night, although that one was a fast match anyway. Once volleyball gets going, it moves.
You can make a sweet life.
Start as the officials get everything situated here. And we're just about ready to get this one underway. Taking one last check back at the scorer's table, and they'll roll the ball to the Crookston side. They will be serving first. Rylan Auble will have the honors. There was a big buzz in this gym last night. Let's see if we've got it again tonight. Auble serves, and we're underway with a bullet. That ends up being received over there by Lubeck. Cross court diving is Anderson to dig that spike out, but it goes beyond the chair umpire and out of bounds. That one whacked that time by Nane Poitra. First point will go to the Thunderbirds. They will now serve with Kennedy MacArthur, the junior. Fires away to the back line, deflected by Kopecky. Anderson has to run it down. Free ball from beyond the back line. That's Peterson able to get it over. Thunderbirds looking to set up and delivering out along the far line. Kenley Severson, the freshman. His team only has 2 underclassmen on the entire varsity roster. That's one of them. The other one, Cora MacArthur, is a sophomore. We'll see her coming in ever so often throughout the course of this match. As this serve is on the way, dug out by Anderson. Wagner now trying his delivery, but it goes straight into the net. And the first 3 points have been scored by the Thunderbirds to get things started in set 1. Coach Anderson, very vocal, always moving around the sidelines. Low serve, Peterson and Anderson kind of collide as they try and dive to get it. It ends up falling to the ground. And the first 4 points go to the Thunderbirds. C-Squad won 25-12, 25-7. Crookston won that. JV, Mahnomen Waubun won 25-14, 25-18. On the way up to Uttermark. Kind of mishit that. It's dug out well. Now it's a little bit loose, trying to push to the back corner. Anderson is right there for it. Here's Peterson and a free ball on the way from Auble and played well by Lubeck. Thunderbirds setting up again in the middle, and another one that's dug out on that attempt by Poitra. Free ball from Peterson to the back line. Lubeck's got it. Big Bear looking to set up again, and that one's dug out by Anderson. Auble tries to dump it in 2. Whacked up in the air with one hand by Francis, and then tapped right over. Ball kind of all over the place, and it ends up working out for the Thunderbirds, as that's a kill for Severson. And they've scored the first 5 points of this match. On the way again, Anderson gets it up for Kopecky. Auble will call it off and get a free ball. Played up in the air by Poitra. Now lining up Severson again. Played by Anderson. Is that going over the net? No, it is not. Hits the top and goes straight down. 6 in a row for the Thunderbirds on a very quick timeout called by Coach Morgan. 6-0 Thunderbirds to start. We'll take a 60-second break, and we're back right after this on KROX.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Welcome back here to the Crookston High School Gymnasium. First 6 points have been scored by the Thunderbirds, as Mahnomen Waubun sprinted out for a quick 20-second timeout. Didn't really need to talk about a whole lot, except maybe Tempson's coming off the bench, and Lubeck will make the play up to Severson again. My goodness, can she hit the ball? Delivers a powerful kill there. She does not play like a freshman. That's the first instincts I'm getting here. And a couple substitutions look to be made for Mahnomen Waubun. Peyton MacArthur-Gordon, the junior, is now in, and Cora MacArthur, the only other underclassman besides Severson, as we mentioned. So our last year, 8th grade, didn't get as many reps as that serve goes into the net by Cora MacArthur. You could tell she was good, and now to start off in their first match, she's on fire to get rolling. Bruley back in, Uttermark out. Anderson will serve at 7-2, Mahnomen Waubun. On the way, and played well there by Lubeck. Trying to line up, and I think that was Francis. Yes, it was. And that was tipped at the net there. Went long, but said it was deflected. Bruley and Abrams were in the vicinity, and it's 8-2. Back into the game comes Isabella Schlick. And service will be on the way for all the way to the back line. Anderson's got it. Wagner looking to set up Auble, tipped at the net, and played along the back line by the Thunderbirds. Now look to line up Severson again, and she is going to be a problem tonight. Another kill for Severson, 9-2. She's got 4 of the first 9 points as kills for the Thunderbirds. Here's a serve that goes wide right off the hand of Poitra. 9-3 our score now. And the lefty, Allison Wagner, will serve. Played up into the air by Severson, and that might go over the net in two, and some confusion there. Little misplay off the serve receive. That gives a point to the Pirates. First time they scored back-to-back points in this match tonight. And now at 9-4, Wagner will serve. Wagner on the way, another bullet played by Lubeck. Looking to set up Severson now on the other side of the court, but she misses that one wide to the left. 3 in a row now for the Pirates. Cut the lead down to 4. Scored 5 of the last 8 since the timeout. Wagner's serve, Lubeck's got it. Racing there to play it over. There's Big Bear, tapped back over. Abrams sent it over in 1, and Severson just missed the line as she tried to tap it back over. Few mistakes now for Mahnomen Waubun, 4 points in a row for the Pirates. Wagner delivers. Received by Severson. Big Bear right back to her. Tipped at the net. Diving is Anderson. Is that going to go over? It does, and it just goes out of bounds. Waiting at the last second to let it go was Peyton MacArthur-Gordon. Thunderbirds with a 10-6 advantage, and Severson will now be the one to serve. On the way. Kopecky didn't get it too high, but Wagner's got it. Looking for Auble, cross court, diving to dig that one out. And then it just falls harmlessly. Kennedy MacArthur was there to dig it out. But no dice on saving that play. So we've got 2 MacArthurs and a MacArthur-Gordon for the Thunderbirds. Abrams serve into the net. 11-7 in favor of the Thunderbirds. And coming back into the game are Matea Big Bear and Caprina Francis. They'll come in for Cora MacArthur and Peyton MacArthur-Gordon. At 11-7, back into the game is Matea Big Bear. And she'll serve back to Wagner. Looking for Auble, setting up Kopecky into the net. 12-7. Big Bear again. Fires. And Wagner couldn't receive that one well. Goes into the bench there, and it's 13-7. Mahnomen Waubun in front. I could definitely say, at least from first impressions, that more students have showed up today than yesterday. They were pretty loud yesterday. Let's see what they've got in store today. Service on the way from Big Bear. Wagner, good receive this time. Auble looking for Bruley, and played up in the air by Francis. Sent to the back line and sent back over by Schlick. Auble now up to Bruley. Tipped at the net, kept with one hand by Francis. Schlick looking for a perfect strike from Kennedy MacArthur. Painted it beautifully cross court. Can't do it much better than that. Thunderbirds have now doubled up the Pirates at 14-7. On the way from Big Bear. Wagner's got it up in the air for Auble. Free ball on the way from Kopecky. Lubeck is back there to receive it. Big Bear. Francis cross court. Wagner knew it immediately. That was out of bounds. 14-8 our score. Anderson out. Uttermark in. Uttermark led the way in kills with 8 yesterday for the Pirates. Also had to wait at the front of the net with a block on her card. Bruley to serve. Played up by Kennedy MacArthur. Big Bear to Schlick. Didn't hit it well, but found a spot that nobody was at. Those can be lethal. That's exactly what happened there, as Schlick will now come out. And back into the game will be Nain Poitra. Leah Lubeck, the senior libero, will serve at 15-8. For Mahnomen Waubun. On the way, played by Wagner. Auble, Kopecky into the net. Couple opportunities, but just hasn't gotten as much elevation on it as she's wanted it to. 16-8 Thunderbirds. Off to a 6-0 start in the set. Haven't looked back. Lana Peterson receives this serve. Setting up Kopecky, third time's the charm. A little too far, though. One hops Dwayne Anderson, who had to knock it down and gets pushed back into the doorway. 17-8. Our score. I think that's actually David Anderson. Mixing up the Anderson twins there. Lubick serves. Received by Peterson. Auble, free ball on the way from Peterson. All the way to the corner, a little too far outside. Now a 10-point lead in this set for the Thunderbirds. Lubeck fires away. Ella Anderson receives that one. Auble up to Uttermark. Just floats that one to Francis. Big Bear up to Kennedy MacArthur. Cross court again. Peterson hits that one way up into the rafters, and it just goes straight down. It stopped its angled trajectory and plummeted it back down, and those are very difficult to play. Kopecky tried her best, but it landed in front of her, and it's 19-8. Service on the way. Peterson got it up to Auble. Uttermarked, and that one's going to work as that hits off the hand of Big Bear and goes all the way back to the wall. 19-9 our score. Rylan Auble will now serve. Delivers along the baseline. Trying to set up Kennedy MacArthur, but she had to hit a free ball. Goes back over the net, then try to tap it back over. One-hand dig by Wagner. Pushed back in two. Lubeck is there to track it down for the Thunderbirds. Big Bear up to Pointra. And Pointra delivers the kill. 20-9. Kennedy MacArthur will now serve. For Mahnomen Waubun. On the way, a little bullet. Peterson's got it. Auble was there, looking for Wagner. Pushed it with two hands, and that works out well. A lefty swinger. Decides to just go for a push. Pays dividends. It's now 20-10. Kopecky will now serve. Received by Severson, who's back in the game, and she'll fire it away. Put a lot of mustard on it. Dug out by Anderson. Abrams now, free ball. Lunging is Lubeck to get there. Big Bear up to Kennedy MacArthur, cross court, and Anderson pulls a matrix move and gets out of the way and lets it go out of bounds. 20-11, I believe. And tracked down by Kopecky. She'll be ready to serve. That's a missile, but it goes a little too far out of bounds. And the Thunderbirds are 4 points away from a set one win. Cora MacArthur will check back in. And now Peyton MacArthur-Gordon will as well. So we've got Kennedy MacArthur, Cora MacArthur, and Peyton MacArthur-Gordon all on the court right now. Kind of a worst nightmare if you're in my scenario. Service on the way from Cora MacArthur, dug out by Anderson. Auble tries to dump in two. Kennedy MacArthur gets a hand on it. Lubeck lunges for it, but it gets down. A good dump by Auble. (21-12). Anderson will now serve. Service on the way. Lubeck is there. Cora MacArthur lining up Pointra, just missed. Another point for the Pirates. They've been smart on that back line. 21-13. Service on the way from Anderson. Lubeck's there for it. Cora MacArthur, and then a free ball. That was well played by Severson. And another free ball coming from the Pirates. This from Kopecky. Lubeck's got it. Cora MacArthur to Pointra, and Kopecky got a hand on it, but that's going to land around the student section. 22-13, Mahnomen Waubun. 3 points away from taking set one. Schlick will come back in for Lubeck. Libero out, and Poitras will now serve. On the way, low serve played by Abrams. Kopecky can't get there, though. Serve receive took a sharp left turn. And the Thunderbirds are now 2 points away. On the way, low serve. Kopecky with a nice serve receive there. Back to her, fires from the back line, puts a lot of power on that. Severson, Cora MacArthur, back to Severson, tipped at the net, played by Wagner. Auble, back to Wagner off her back foot, still alive. Cora MacArthur Severson again, off the hands of Bruley and down. And a set point now for the Thunderbirds. On the way and into the net by Boycha. Oh, another set point now at 24-14. Wagner on the way, played by Severson. Schlick, and a free ball from MacArthur Gordon. Kopecky, Auble, and hit that one too close to the net on that attempted set. Hits the flagpole and drops, and that's the first set. Goes the way of Mahnomen Waubun. They take it 25-14. We will take a break, and then when we come back, we will have set 2. As Mahnomen Waubun looks to get to 2 sets to none, and Crookston looks to even this one at 1. We'll be back right after this on KROX.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictinecrookston.org.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball, baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
crap shooting,
hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
And there is orchestra,
band,
choir, visual arts,
speech,
theater, Leo Club. And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is my education destination.
For over 45 years, Grove Mechanical has been the trusted choice for heating and cooling solutions in Crookston and the surrounding communities. From furnace repairs to air conditioning installations, we're committed to keeping your home comfortable year-round. We're proud to support this community and all its athletes. Best of luck to the Crookston Pirates this season. Grove Mechanical is behind you all the way.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Welcome back here to the Crookston High School Gymnasium. We're about to start set 2. Mahnomen Waubun took the first set 25-14. And the officials are making sure everybody's in the right place. Bruley will come out for Anderson. And on the Mahnomen Waubun side, Lubeck, the libero, will come in for Schlick. I believe Mahnomen Waubun will get the serve here in set 2. And they will, as Lubeck will take it. Crookston looking to make this a set apiece. Mahnomen Waubun looking to extend 2-0. Served by Lubeck, played by Kopecky. Auble somehow got that set up, but it was tapped right back over by Caprina Francis. Somehow Obel was able to get that one up without causing one of the many violations we saw yesterday of running into the net. Or crossing that white line, or the black line, excuse me, and gets under it. On the way, Uttermark, that was dug out well by Big Bear. Free ball from Kenny MacArthur, and that grazes that red and white pole on the far edge. 1-1 our score. Abrams will come back in now for Lana Peterson. Service on the way. Played by Severson. Now lining up Poitra. Kept alive by the Pirates. Abrams. Oh, what a nice dig by Severson. Trying to tap it in two and rejected by Uttermark as Poitra tried to make something happen there. But Uttermark says no, and the Pirates have their first lead in the set today. 2-1 in the second. And that's going way too far there for Kopecky. 2-2. Kopecky can really hit the ball hard, but sometimes not fully sure which direction it's going to go. Kenny MacArthur to serve. Played up by Kopecky. Anderson will track that one down. Free ball from Uttermark. Kenny MacArthur to Big Bear. Severson! And through the hands of Kopecky. Mahnomen Waubun, a team that has a lot of seniors on this roster, 6 of them. Seeing someone like Severson as a freshman's got to give them a lot of confidence as there's an ace. Drop down off the hand of Kennedy MacArthur. 3 in a row now for the Thunderbirds, 4-2. Service on the way, played by Anderson. Called off by Obel, trying to set up Abrams, and a free ball does go over. Francis, and then there's some confusion there as nobody ran it down for the Thunderbirds. It falls to the ground. Point Pirates. Bruley in, Uttermark out. Anderson will serve now. On the way, put some mustard into it. Played by Lubeck. Big Bear. Francis! And dug out by Wagner up near the rafters. Anderson's got it. Abrams tries to push it with 2 hands. Big Bear's right there for it. Francis in 2. Puts it in a beautiful spot. Obel couldn't quite get there. 5-3 in the rotation of MacArthur, Gordon, and Cora MacArthur will check back in for the Thunderbirds. This time, Francis will come out along with Big Bear. I think I'd get my 10,000 steps in if I walked as much as Coach Anderson walks along the sideline in a game. Obel lining up Bruley, didn't hit it very well. It's received back there by Cora MacArthur. Over to Severson on the bank line. Anderson's there for it. Up to Obel, tries to dump it. Kept alive. Kenny MacArthur to Poitra, and she spikes it into the net. That was a great save by Severson. Not played the way Poitra wanted to play that. 5-4. And Wagner's serve goes into the net. As Coach Morgan referenced on our pregame show that you heard today, 12 missed serves in that first match. And she referenced that a lot of them came in pretty big moments that either caused big points or caused a run to accumulate big points. Poitra with a nice serve. Anderson sends it over the net and just sent straight back down by Schlick. 7-4 now here in set 2. 7:45 on this Tuesday night. Glad everybody's tuning in with us here on either KROX Radio or KROX TV. That serves too long from Poitra. Cut the lead down to 7-5. Abrams will be the one to serve it. Poitra with a smile on her face as Anderson takes her out of the game. Abrams to serve. Nice one. Lubeck dives to get it. Cora MacArthur over to Peyton MacArthur. Gordon. And keeping it up. And Abrams able to get it back over. Schlick. Cora MacArthur. MacArthur Gordon with the left hand. Just missed. 7-6. Service on the way from Abrams. Kennedy MacArthur, Cora MacArthur, Schlick delivers a kill. 8-6 Thunderbirds substitution now. Lana Peterson will check back in for Abrams. One set lead for Mahnomen Waubun. They took the first one 25-14 in case you're just joining us. Service on the way, played up by Wagner. Obel, Kopecky, two hands, right to Kennedy MacArthur. Cora MacArthur, back to Kennedy, delivers and strikes it down. Thankfully, I can tell these MacArthurs apart because they have differences in hair. Kennedy's blonde, Cora is brown-haired. As that served by Severson, Wagner's serve receive goes right towards the corner where Luke Biermeyer is over there. 10-6. Biermeyer, thankfully, only there if needed. Severson delivers to Peterson, receives that serve. Obel, and a free ball from Peterson. It's hit a little low. And 11-6 now as Mahnomen Waubun starting to get a few mistakes in a row for the Pirates here. Severson to serve. All the way to the back line, played by Wagner. Obel, Bruley, sent back by Schlick, punched over the net by Bruley. Schlick again, and did she hit the net? Yes, she did. Whacked it with her hand, can't do that. Good effort for Point Pirates. Uttermark in, Anderson out, and now you've got Bruley, Uttermark, and Kopecky all out there, as well as Wagner for the Pirates. Some big hitters out there. Lubeck, Cora MacArthur to Kennedy. Sent back, and then Kennedy MacArthur, when the ball was out of bounds, instinctually put her left hand down, and it grazed it. A gift to the Pirates, cut the lead down to 3. Service on the way from Bruley. That's too far. We'll want to hop the wall. Big Bear and Francis will come back in for the Thunderbirds. Anderson in, Bruley out for the Pirates. 12-8 Mahnomen Waubun. We're in set 2. They took the first set 25-14. Big Bear will serve. Peterson plays it. Obel, Kopecky. That's played up by Severson. Big Bear, Francis, too far. Keeping this set close. Let the first one slip away. They've made some adjustments here, hanging around. Service on the way from Obel. Bit of a mix-up on the serve receive. Got to be a free ball. Big Bear will send it over. Peterson, Obel, Uttermark, got it! (12-10). Here's Obel. Fires away. Lubeck digs that one out. Lining up Francis. That dig by Anderson goes all the way back to Lubeck. Big Bear. Schlick, little tap. Wagner's there, up near the net, fighting for it, and Schlick wins the battle against Uttermark. Barely mentioned her name in set 1 as she now comes out, and Poitras will check back in. But Schlick has made her presence felt here in set 2. Lubeck will serve to Kopecky. Serve receive a little too low. Back-to-back points for Mahnomen Waubun, 14-10. Lubeck will fire away. Peterson to Obel. Wagner, two hands. Back to Severson on the back line. Big Bear. Poitras didn't hit it hard, but it's played by Anderson. Obel, Kopecky cross court. Severson's right there. Lubeck puts it up in the air. Kennedy MacArthur lobs it up for Ella Anderson. Obel, Uttermark, little tap, played by Francis. Big Bear, back to Kennedy, and through the hands of Peterson. Anderson can't quite get there. (15-10). Continuing the stern coaching. Service from Lubeck. Kopecky serve receive goes over the net. Played by Severson. Big Bear. Free ball from Kennedy MacArthur. Kopecky. Obel. Ottermark, and dug out by Big Bear. Francis lining up Kenny MacArthur. A little tap over, and it hit off the fist of Ottermark to the forehead of Obel and down. That's a point you kind of just smile at. If you were Obel, that's exactly what you did. It's now 16-10. Service from Lubeck, played by Peterson. Obel, Wagner, dug out by Lubeck. Big Bear, Kenny MacArthur. It hits off the hand of Bruley. Obel can't get there. It's now 17-10, and we're going to have our first appearance of Leah Parkin in this match for the Pirates. Leah Parkin will come in for Bruley. 7-point lead now for the Thunderbirds in set 2. Service is dug out by Peterson. Obel, Wagner couldn't get all of it as that one did. Yep, they did say that that could have been a violation there on Mahnomen Waubun. It was not. And digging around for something on the bench was Morgan, able to find it over to Anderson. Here's Wagner, sent straight back by Francis. And this is a run of 7-0 for Mahnomen Waubun. 19-10, and that's the run over as Lubeck serves it into the net. 19-11, Abrams will check back in now for Peterson. Parkin getting some significant time on the court. This one served to Lubeck. Big Bear, whacked over by Kennedy MacArthur. Dug out along the back line. Obel looking for Abrams, and dives, can't get there. Beautiful strike by Abrams. So after the 7-0 run, back-to-back points for the Pirates have cut the lead down to 7. On the way from Kopecky, played by Lubeck. Big Bear. And a little push over, and beautifully placed by Kennedy MacArthur. Causes a whiff through the hands of Maddie Abrams. 20-12, Mahnomen Waubun here in set number 2. Service on the way, and that's a serve-receive error there by Parkin. 21-12. Here's the service from MacArthur, played by Kopecky. Obel, and Ottermark serves it right into the hands of Coach Anderson, who makes a nice catch. It's as if she's done this before. Her 26th year as the head coach of the Thunderbirds. 22-12 on the way from MacArthur. Kennedy, played by Abrams. Ottermark runs it down. Free ball from Kopecky does get over the net. Kennedy MacArthur. Big Bear, Severson tipped at the net and down. She jumped early and still got a lot of mustard on that ball. Now 2 points away from a set victory. And going up 2-0 are the Thunderbirds. On the way, played by Kopecky. Is that going over the net? Oh, it was going to, but standing out of bounds, it hit Severson. It's as if she was standing there waiting to catch it. 23-13, Parkin will come out. I think, no, Bruley will come back. And they're gonna, initially they were gonna sub her out, and Coach Morgan says, you know what, we're gonna keep it the way it is right now. Makes an explanation, and officials are now conversating, and they're heading back to their respective positions here. And they're gonna say that that point is actually going the way of Mahnomen Waubun. They had a conversation about it, and the explanation will now go over to Coach Morgan. Nods her head as if she knew that was what the result was going to be. And it'll be set point now for the Thunderbirds. On the way to the back line, played up by Parkin. And set 2 belongs to Mahnomen Waubun as they take it 25-12. We will take a break, and when we come back, we will have set 3 Mahnomen Waubun looking to get out of here, and 3 Crookston looking to do what they did yesterday and extend this to a 4th set. We will take a break, and we'll be back right after this on KROX.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today, or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
Welcome to Mahnomen State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. 3rd generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
We welcome you back here to the Crookston High School Gymnasium. Set number 3 on the way, about to get underway between Crookston and Mahnomen Waubun. Mahnomen Waubun took the first 2 sets, 25-14, 25-12. They've been in a really good place throughout this match. C-Squad was won by Crookston. They took that 25-12, 25-7. C-Squad's now 2-0. JV dropped theirs in straight sets by a score of 25-14, 25-14, 25-18. Yes, I wrote it down but couldn't read my own handwriting. Be better at that, folks, as there's a great serve to get things started in set 3 for the Pirates. An ace by Rylan Aubel. You will take that any day of the week. He'll serve again, received by Lubeck. Big Bear, across to Poitra, dug out by Peterson. Aubel's there, Kopecky tries to push it. Played by Severson. Big Bear to Francis. Aubel digs it out. Peterson in 2. Lubeck runs it down, back to Big Bear. Up and sent back at the net, kept alive, Kopecky. Aubel dumps it. Big Bear's over there. Francis now, back to Poitra, and it goes through the hands of Uttermark and down. A 1-1 our score to start set 3. Service on the way. Kopecky digs it out. Aubel sets up Wagner, and that goes off the hands. First time we're mentioning McKenna Björk, number 16, the senior. Has not played throughout the match. Will play here to start set 3. One of the 6 seniors on the roster. Leah Parkin will come back in. And will serve up to Lubeck. Lunging to keep that one alive. Free ball. Anderson. Auble. Uttermark off the top of the net. Big Bear trying to run this one down and does. Free ball by Severson. Anderson tracks it down. Auble. Uttermark. And tipped at the net play by Lubeck. Big Bear. A little cross court played up by Uttermark. Called off by Auble. Abrams tries to tap it, gets sent back. It's still alive. And it ended up being a play there for Mahnomen Waubun. They'll get a 2-2 score out of it. And some of the fans do not agree with the call by the officials, but it does go as a point for Mahnomen Waubun. Severson and Cora MacArthur will now check back in. Cora MacArthur will serve. Dug out by Abrams. Kopecky. Pushed over by Uttermark. Good spot. Had to go down to get it. Severson sent back, kept alive. Trying to push it back over. It's still alive, but then out of bounds. And the Pirates love that. Get a point to make it 3-2. Anderson out. Bruley in. Uttermark to serve. Delivers a low serve. Lubeck with a nice receive. Up cross court and out of bounds on that attempt by Poitra. Multi-point lead for the Pirates in this set. It's past 8 o'clock. You're in tune to the Voice of the Valley, KROX in Crookston, Minnesota, 1260 AM, 105.7 FM, 92.1 FM in Grand Forks and East Grand Forks. Some confusion from Mahnomen Waubun. They got it over. Sent back on a dive by Uttermark. Reset Severson and places it on a whiff. A scramble point that goes the way of the Thunderbirds. Poitra will serve at 4-3. Schlick will come back in. On the way, Kopecky digs it out. Auble looks to dump it. Poitra's there. Cora MacArthur. Severson couldn't get it over the net, though. 5-3 Pirates. Allie Wagner will serve. And now the official is saying, students, back up. A little too close to the line there. Now we're good to go. Wagner fires away. Severson up to Schlick, and beautiful placement that time. 5-4 Pirates in the third. Anderson will come back in for Uttermark, and Severson will serve. Kopecky goes in front of Anderson to dig it out. Dumped over by Wagner in 2. Cora MacArthur, Schlick! Tipped at the net, and that will drop. 2 kills in a row for Isabella Schlick, a senior. 5 apiece here. Severson, bullet to Anderson. That's going back over. Tried to send it back down. Did MacArthur Gordon. Auble back to Abrams. Well placed. Lining up. MacArthur Gordon, the lefty, floats that one over to Anderson. Auble calls it off. Bruley. Played by Cora MacArthur. Back to Abrams. Kept alive by MacArthur Gordon. But the point still goes the way of the Pirates. Or does it? Let's see here. And they're actually going to roll the ball over to the Mahnomen Waubun side. Looks like that might have gone a little too far under the net by a sprinting Wagner, keeping that one alive. That serve, though, goes out of bounds. And we're all 6s. Abrams will serve. On the way and way wide right. I know my opinion as an intramural volleyball player in college isn't worth very much, but serving is very difficult. And I don't understand how these players can serve with and not put any spin on the ball. Big Bear is back in. She will serve for the Thunderbirds. 7-6 Mahnomen Waubun in this set. Played by Wagner. Auble up to Bruley, and a miss hit goes into the net. 8-6. Big Bear on the way. Alana Peterson digs that one out. Auble, free ball Kopecky. Back to Lubeck. Big Bear. Schlick. And that was tipped at the line, they say. Point Mahnomen Waubun, they've now scored for the last 5. Have a 9-6 advantage. On the way, Wagner digs it out. Auble runs it down. Kopecky sent back. Kopecky will send a free ball over to Lubeck. Jumping at the net, but it's sent way too far. Out of bounds by Björk. 9-7 our score. Bruley will serve. Off the hands of Björk, played by Lubeck, and then that free ball hit the top of the net by Francis and just went straight down. Some tough luck there for the Pirates. 10-7. And that serve hits the net and goes down. Now 10-8. Auble will be the one to serve it. Fires away, and some confusion as Poitra cut off Severson. Pirates will get the point as a result. 10-9, and another serve on the way for Auble. Lets it go into the net. Although there have been service errors, there have been less for the Pirates than in match number 1 yesterday. Service on the way, Peterson digs it out. Auble, Uttermark with her offhand, kept alive. But the point goes to the Pirates anyway, it's under the net. Point Caprina Francis. Parkin will check back in for Kopecky. Abrams will come in for Lana Peterson. 11-10 Mahnomen Waubun in set 3. Thunderbirds up 2-0. On the way from Parkin, high arcing serve, played by Lubeck. Big Bear, back to Francis, and gets it down through the hands of Uttermark. And substitution, Peyton MacArthur-Gordon will check back into the game. And another conversation here at the scorers table. And I'll let the subs in as Cora MacArthur and Peyton MacArthur-Gordon will check back in. Björk has been playing for Kennedy MacArthur, who has not come into this third set. And the junior is playing really well, but Björk has her spot at the moment. This serve to the back line. Anderson hits it low. Auble set close to over the net and tapped right back over by Severson. But they said she was over the net too far. Point Pirates. 12-11, and now the Pirates are like, well, who's serving the ball? Uttermark is serving the ball. Anderson's out for Bruley. It's a mental game to fully understand the rotations of everything in volleyball. There's a missile off the hand of Uttermark. Played well by Lubeck. Up and Poitra misses wide. We're tied at 12. Coach Anderson was talking to me and saying how she is a very technician-style coach. So almost every miss hit, she's doing the arm motions towards her players, telling her you got to hit it a bit more over the top. Severson got rejected there by Bruley. And the Pirates are in front in set 3, 13-12. On the way from under mark, off the top of the net, and sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good. 2-point lead for the Pirates. Ottermark will serve once again. Played by Severson. Cora MacArthur. And nice placement there by Poitra, who hasn't been accurate like she's wanted to be, but delivered that time when they needed her. And Poitra will now serve to try and tie this setup at 14. The official's going to have to back the students up again. They're getting pretty close. This service goes to Kopecky. Auble, Abrams, too far. But it was tipped at the net. 15-13. Wagner now will serve. Lining up, Severson into the net. Pirates have a 3-point lead here in set 3. Wagner will serve now. Not much spin on it. Severson lining up MacArthur. Schlick didn't hit that well. 4-point Pirate lead and a timeout called by Coach Anderson. We will take a break, and when we come back, we'll see if the Pirates can do what they did yesterday and hold on to get to a 4th set. That'll be coming up right after this on KROX.
You deserve the best. Earn your degree at University of Minnesota Crookston with the best public dorms in Minnesota, ranked by niche. With over 75 programs, you'll easily find the best fit for you. In this close-knit community, you're just around the corner from your new best friends. Plus, the U of M system has the lowest cost after financial aid in the state, so you receive the best value for your education. University of Minnesota Crookston. Small campus, big degree. The best of both worlds.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Pirates are making a run here, 17-13. And Waubun trying to answer, played well by Auble. Big push to the corner by Kopecky. Cora MacArthur. Severson rejected! Rylan Auble! I don't think I could handle rejection like that. 5-point Pirate lead in set 3. Wagner, that's dug out by Lubeck. Back to Schlick, it's a free ball. Mahnomen Waubun a little out of sorts right now. Auble, Bruley, tipped at the net. Lubeck runs it down. MacArthur, Schlick, played by Wagner. Auble didn't hit that well. Abrams, it still played as it was tipped, and then it falls! Six-point Pirate lead. And now Kennedy MacArthur, who hasn't played at all in set 3, will come in for Bjork. I don't think Coach Anderson wanted to do that unless she absolutely had to. They serve to Lubeck. Looking for Schlick, tipped at the net, played by Kopecky. Auble, Bruley, dug out by Lubeck. For MacArthur, Severson, tipped up into the air. Anderson up alive with one hand. Can they get the free ball over? Yes! Kept alive for MacArthur. MacArthur Gordon, dug out by Anderson. Auble right near that black line. She's still in play. Wagner, though, hits it into the net. And after 5 in a row scored by the Pirates, And Waubun gets a point back. Serve on the way and an ace, and that's big. Dropped beautifully there by Severson. Severson will serve again, another floater. Kopecky is there. Wagner, Auble into the net. Very quickly, 3 points in a row from Waubun, trying not to stretch this one into a fourth set. Can they manage that, or can Crookston hold on? Serve by Severson. Kopecky's serve receive is over the net and out of bounds, not by much. 4 in a row, and Coach Morgan understands the importance of this and will call a timeout. Waubun is trying to respond. They've got 4 in a row, but they still trail by 2, 19-17 in set 3 to Crookston. We'll take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
19-17, Crookston's in front in this third set, but the Thunderbirds have scored 4 in a row. Pirates looking to win a set in back-to-back matches for the first time in I don't know how long, as Abrams taps it over, played by MacArthur, off her shoulder, lining up Kennedy MacArthur. Kopecky sends it back over the net, and nobody knew where it went, and Kennedy MacArthur had to fall in front of her. Low trajectory. (20-17). Lana Peterson will now be in to serve. On the way off the shoulder of Severson. Schlick blistered that too far. And the Pirates are 4 points away from forcing set 4. Peterson serve, played by Lubeck. Setting up Kennedy MacArthur, sent straight back by Bruley. Up again, MacArthur Gordon tipped, kept alive by Peterson, but Wagner couldn't get there. It's Francis and Big Bear will check back in. Thunderbirds might only have one chance at a run left here before the Pirates can close out set 3. Service on the way from Big Bear. Wagner sees it well to Auble. Trying to line up Bruley, tipped at the net and down. Bruley now will serve. Kennedy MacArthur. Trying to line up Francis, that'll work. (22-19). Anderson will come back in for Bruley. Lubeck will now serve. Peterson receives it. Auble looking for Kopecky. Lubeck's got it. And free ball back over. Peterson. Auble. Kopecky again delivers a strike. That's what she can do. And another timeout will be called by Waubun. Crookston 2 points away from forcing set 4. We'll take a break and we'll be back right after this on KROX.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
trap shooting,
hockey, basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
and there is
orchestra,
Band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech,
theater,
Leo Club.
and Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is my education destination.
Well, as we welcome you back, the Pirates are looking to get this to set 4. They're telling everybody to stand up behind them, yet they put their hands down to say to stay quiet. I feel like that's counterintuitive. Mahnomen Waubun out of timeouts in this set, down 23-19. On the way from Waubun, played up by Severson. Big Bear and Poitras with a perfect placement. 23-20. Coach Morgan does have one timeout left in her back pocket if things get a little too close for comfort. Kennedy MacArthur fires away. Kopecky. Anderson trying to call everybody off. Wagner will just push it over. But this one hits off the net and will go back down for the Pirates. And a set point. As Parkin and Abrams will check back in. Parkin looking to put this one away. High arcing serve to the back corner. Lubeck is there. Big Bear, Poitras, dug out there by Parkin. Up, Uttermark, and got it! Third set to Crookston, and for the second night in a row, we'll go to set 4. Can they force set 5? We'll find out in just a little bit. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with set 4 here on KROX.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small-town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
You deserve the best. Earn your degree at University of Minnesota Crookston with the best public dorms in Minnesota, ranked by niche. With over 75 programs, you'll easily find the best fit for you. In this close-knit community, you're just around the corner from your new best friends. Plus, the U of M system has the lowest cost after financial aid in the state, so you receive the best value for your education. University of Minnesota Crookston. Small campus, big degree. The best of both worlds.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Start of set 4. That's right, 2 of these in a row. Crookston dropping the first 2 sets and then now taking set 3 again. This time they didn't need extra points. 25-20. Oh, in a really nice place. Well, now the question is, you've just experienced a set 4 24 hours ago. What can you do about getting this to set 5? Lining up Wagner to get things started. That's still alive, and they're going to overturn that and say, yeah, that ended up out of bounds. That hit that flagpole there. Pirates score first in the 4th. Parkin will check back in. Service from Parkin. Over to Lubeck. Big Bear. Kenny MacArthur. Punch back over by Uttermark. Francis. Send it over the net. Still alive. Gotta get this one over. Free ball on the way from Big Bear. Anderson. Uttermark again. Missed it wide. Short hop off the... Might have hit the face of Vicky Anderson, but she's not phased about it. 1-1 in the 4th. Parkin will come out. Lots of energy on that Pirates sideline. Next to none over where the Thunderbirds are, and Kopecky with a serve-receive error there. Good thing, though, that hasn't happened very often. They've done a pretty good job with the serve-receive, though, today. If you remember last year, that was a kryptonite, and that might be putting it lightly. They've been doing a lot better with that in these first couple matches. Auble dumps it in 2. Abrams takes a spill. Francis finding Severson, sent right back there by Uttermark. Severson take 2. Tipped. Uttermark punches it over. Back to Lubeck. Big Bear. Poitra. Dug out there by Auble. Anderson. Abrams into the net. And it just rode the top and went right back down on the Crookston side. Mahnomen Waubun up 3-1 in set 4. MacArthur serves just wide. As the match has gone on, it's gotten a lot cleaner. Fewer net violations, fewer missed serves. Uttermark will fire away. A missile played well by Lubeck, but a bad set there has caused a free ball. Uttermark to dump in 2. Kennedy MacArthur sees it well. Big Bear, Severson gets it over the front line, and that's what happens when she does, able to get it down. The net play for Crookston has definitely stepped up, but if you get it over them, your odds might be pretty decent at the moment. MacArthur, Gordon, and Cora MacArthur will check in for Francis and Big Bear. There's definitely some frustration on this Thunderbird bench right now. Well, they should know that it's nowhere near over. Cora MacArthur will fire away. Auble. Abrams into the net. It's now 5-2. Service on the way, too long. Cut that gap down to 2 again. Wagner will serve. Lubeck has been the serve-receive queen over there. Severson hits it through the hands of Abrams. (6-3) Thunderbirds in set 4. Played well by Anderson. That set, though, goes offline, and Auble did not get it over the net. She hit it around the net. That's illegal. That's out of bounds. 7-3. And Mahnomen Waubun might have had a pretty stern talk from Coach Anderson. They've come out a bit better here in set 4, including an ace by Poitra, and that might cause a timeout by Coach Morgan, and it will. Mahnomen Waubun off to a strong start in set 4, trying to put it away in 4. 8-3 in their favor. We'll take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
For over 45 years, Grove Mechanical has been the trusted choice for heating and cooling solutions in Crookston and the surrounding communities. From furnace repairs to air conditioning installations, we're committed to keeping your home comfortable year-round. We're proud to support this community and all its athletes. Best of luck to the Crookston Pirates this season. Grove Mechanical is behind you all the way.
And a serve receive goes right back over the net. That almost worked for Wagner. Diving there was Cora MacArthur. Schlick will fire it back over. Abel will not dump it. Thought about it. Bruley whips it too far. Wagner nearly won the point with a serve receive that you don't script, but you'd be happy if it worked. But it's a 9-3 lead now for Mahnomen Waubun. They're in a good place right now. Served by Poitra. Might have gone long. Kept alive. Uttermark can't whack it with the left hand. And Crookston's now got to try to find their footing again after set 3 went their way. Now they're starting to realize if you could take a set 3 and get to 2-1, question will then become set 4. What do you do there? Anderson will whack it back over. Poitra. Cora MacArthur, and Severson let that one go way too far. 10-4. And Poitra will now come out. They call her by name. Her full name is nowhere near that. Served by Peterson, played by Lubeck. Severson up for Schlick. It's actually called off by MacArthur. Gordon free ball. Anderson, Abel, Bruley. Too long again. Was it tipped? No. I'm talking with Coach Anderson, her fantastic personality. She said even she didn't know how her full name was pronounced, so that's what everybody calls her. We'll just roll with that. Easier on me. As that serve is played by Wagner. Anderson calls off Peterson. Free ball by Kopecky. Back over the net to Lubeck. Cora MacArthur. Schlick! Just missed. They missed that by much. 11-5. Mahnomen Waubun in set 4. And an immediate towel on the neck of Anderson as she comes off. Service on the way from Bruley, played well by Lubeck. Cora MacArthur. Kennedy has to hit it with a free ball, but put it in such a nice spot. And it ends up working. Big Bear and Francis will check back in for Mahnomen Waubun. Anderson right back in the fray. I think the phrase a band. I'm not fully sure on that. Service on the way from Big Bear, played by Wagner towards the net. Abel keeps it alive. Was she off the line? They say she was. Free ball back over to Big Bear. Francis! And that's played off the tip by Wagner. Abel, Uttermark miss hit into the net. And it's in a surging start for Mahnomen Waubun in set 4. Service play by Wagner. Abel, Uttermark just taps it. Francis is there. Big Bear. Kennedy MacArthur, deflected by Uttermark, played over there by Wagner. Abel, Kopecky tries to push it to the back line in Severson. Big Bear, Schlick, hit at the net, punched back over by Kopecky, played by Francis. Mahnomen Waubun wants a lift, not gonna get it. Kennedy MacArthur off the hands of Lana Peterson. But unfortunately, yeah, that does go the point. They whistled a net violation before the kill went down. It ends up going on the Pirates anyway, so all Mahnomen Waubun point there, 14-5. Service on the way, played by Peterson, tracked down by Abel, on the way from Uttermark, little floater over to Kennedy MacArthur. Big Bear's over there, and back to Kennedy MacArthur off the top of the net, off the hand of Kopecky, straight into the bench. And Coach Morgan's already called a timeout in this set. And now she sees her team down 10 points very quickly to start set 4. Wagner, confusion, and it falls. You know, and that'll be the second timeout. We'll get back to the point I was about to mention. When we come back out of the timeout, Mahnomen Waubun in set 4, 16-5, trying to get out of here in 4. We'll be back right after this.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Mahnomen Waubun has found their groove again after maybe taking their foot off the gas a bit too much in set 3. 16-5, our score in set 4. Mahnomen Waubun is rolling, and we have a bit of a conversation here at the scores table. We've had a lot of these today. And hands in the air for Coach Morgan, trying to make sure what's going on here. And this time she was a little bit perturbed at the first comment made by the official. Now, whatever it was, she's explained it to Keaton Kleiner on the bench. It was her being the one to get serves over in set 1. They've turned a layup, in match 1, yesterday. They turned a layup Parkin tonight. 16-5, Thunderbirds in front in set 4. Service on the way. Anderson to Obel, rejected. And Kennedy MacArthur, who probably didn't play the third set because I don't know if they felt like they didn't need her out there. They definitely did, as she has stepped up when she's come back onto the floor. She helped close the gap a little bit in set 3 and has now made her stake her claim on set 4 at 17-5. And serve received by Ellie Wagner right towards the scorer's table. Coach Morgan's out of timeouts. You got to play this out. Big Bear will serve. Peterson sees it over to Obel. Kopecky, I think that was, they're going to say it wasn't tipped. Or do they? Yes, they do. It was overturned. Initially, it was ruled that it was not tipped. Chair umpire said, oh, it was. There was definitely some mixed direction on that ball, so. Point Pirates, 18-6. Service on the way from Obel. Played by Lubeck. Lining up Francis. And dug out on the back line by Parkin. Uttermark, played by Francis again. Severson nearly overran it. Free ball from Schlick to the back line. Trying to line something up, and that gets pushed into the nets. Want to correct myself, misread a number. That's actually Keaton Kleiner, number 9. Thought that was a 1 from my angle. I'm bad at numbers, so she's in for the first time in set 4. That serve goes into the net. Point Pirates, and Parkin will now come in. Mahnomen Waubun 6 points away. Service on the way from Parkin. That high arcer played by Lubeck. Free ball over. Kleiner's got it. Obel. Uttermark taps with the left hand. Punch back over now with the right hand. And Big Bear's there. Running it down is Francis, pushed over by Severson. Over to Parkin. Now Abrams up to Big Bear. Francis. Kennedy MacArthur sent straight back by Uttermark. Kept alive, though. Francis tries and scores. One of the longer rallies of the night, but Mahnomen Waubun did not seem fazed by it. (20-7). Kennedy MacArthur will serve it. Kopecky, serve receive near the net. Auble pushes it over, though. She's had a few successful dumps. Kleiner will come out for Bruley. Service by Uttermark. And a beautiful one. Right by the head of Activities Director Evan Peterson, who was not looking, and he should consider himself lucky. That did not miss by much. Nice guy. I think he's really good for this school. Uttermark probably going to take the title of hardest hitting server. Whacks another one, but that one's into the net. (21-9). MacArthur, Gordon, and Cora MacArthur will check back in. Well, someone looked like he might have taken a spill over to my right. My goodness. Service on the way to Kopecky. Lining up Abrams. Too far. Or tipped. It was tipped. Or was it? What are they saying here? The flag is holding that it was tipped, and they're going to bring him over as the chair umpire doesn't necessarily agree with that jurisdiction. Let's point at the Family Feud board here. What does the survey say? Point. Mahnomen Waubun. (22-9). On the way, Wagner. Auble dumps it. Nice reflexes there by Kennedy MacArthur. Peyton MacArthur-Gordon over to Auble. And Abrams can't get to it on a mistake on that set by Ella Anderson. Mahnomen Waubun 2 points away now. Putting this one away in 4. High arcing serve. Anderson's got it. Auble runs it down, trying to find Abrams off the top of the net, played by Severson. Cora MacArthur. MacArthur-Gordon. Put some spin on it. Kopecky plays it. Auble. Bruley tipped right to Severson. Cora MacArthur. Back to Severson into the net. Pirates staying competitive. 23-10 here in set 4. Wagner, serve put Kennedy MacArthur on her backside. Severson will send it back over to Kopecky. Bruley, a miss hit into the net. And it's match point. Poitra back in, will serve it. Kopecky gets it up in the air. Auble, Abrams sent straight back, up in the air. They can get it over. Uttermark does. Over the head, Poitra's got it. Cora MacArthur, Severson puts it away. And that's the match. Again, Crookston showing signs of significant improvement as they've had back-to-back matches go into set 4. At both times, it doesn't go their way as Mahnomen Waubun wins 25-14, 25-12, 20-25, and 25-10. We will take a break. When we come back, we will have our Riverview Health post-game show. And that'll be coming up right after this. Mahnomen Waubun wins it 3-1.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictinecrookston.org.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
Baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
trap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
and there is
orchestra,
Band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech,
theater,
Leo Club.
and Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
My education destination.
For over 45 years, Grove Mechanical has been the trusted choice for heating and cooling solutions in Crookston and the surrounding communities. From furnace repairs to air conditioning installations, we're committed to keeping your home comfortable year-round. We're proud to support this community and all its athletes. Best of luck to the Crookston Pirates this season. Grove Mechanical is behind you all the way.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Welcome you back here to the Crookston High School Gymnasium. Final score, Mahnomen Waubun takes down Crookston in 4 sets. 3 sets to 1, 25-14, 25-12, 20-25, and 25-10. And we will very quickly just move right in with the Crookston Pirate head coach, Katie Morgan, here with us. And Coach, I'll tell you what, once again, back-to-back matches here. We've gotten into 4 sets. Both times it dropped 2 before you got that 3rd set.
Yeah.
But that 3rd set, in my time in Crookston, which has been of June of last year, was the best set I've seen you play.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I think 3rd set is our set. I think that's what we're just going to go with.
We'll take it.
Yeah. The girls, we battled over a lot of different things tonight. I mean, I'm sure you probably noticed Ella was in and out and all over the place, and we had to kind of deal with that. And kind of repeat of set 1 and 2 again tonight, but I'm just so proud of how the girls are coming back and really fighting for that 3rd set, and it's been really fun to see those girls really own the court and really earn that win.
We noticed that it's kind of been a carbon copy between sets 1 and 2 of tonight and last night. 24 combined points in the first 2 sets. Match 1, 26 combined in set 2, but both times, I don't know if it might be just desperation or not wanting to end in 3 or just things like that. Something clicks in that 3rd set, and now the question is, where can we find that a little earlier?
Right, exactly. I was just going to say that. We just got to start earlier, start quicker. The girls are they're so excited to, we've won, like they said, we're doing even better than we did last year. So it's just little baby steps, and they're really, really starting to see that we can do it. And I think we can just keep building off of that. There's just little things on each individual player that we just have to build on that our team will be so much more successful.
Do you think that there's a lot of expended energy to get through set 3, so by the time they get into set 4, it might be a little lackadaisical at the start? And what kinds of things do you think you can do to try and prevent that from happening?
Yeah, I would agree with you. I think it's been 2 long nights. There's been a lot of emotion into each match. Which draws a lot too on a person. It's not the coolest gym in the area, but yes, I think there's just a lot of factors that go into it. I think going into practice tomorrow, I think we're gonna switch it up a little bit and start. We got to start quicker, faster, more aggressive, because we can see that coming out in set 1 and 2, we don't have that, and then like you said, we have that desperation in set 3. Like, it's go time, and we see that out of our defensive players. We see that out of our offensive players in set 3, but we need to start that right away.
In terms of, I asked you this question yesterday as well, what are some players that you thought really stepped up and played well tonight?
I think we bring it back to Jade again. She is
been on fire, huh?
Molly, my assistant Molly, she looks at me and she goes, I think she's feeling herself. she's such a great teammate as well. We know we were kind of having some issues with Ella, and she was getting really hot. And any time that Jade and Ella would do a switch, Jade would like stop her and be like, Ella, are you okay? Like, we're in the middle of a match, but she's just very worried about her teammates. And it just goes to show how great of a teammate Jade is. And it's so fun to see her step into this varsity role. She did play a lot of JV last year, but you never would have guessed it. You never would have thought that this was her second match on varsity level. She's really stepped into that in all the way around. You know, we had to have her play back row a little bit, and you know, you can hear her communicating and doing all that as well. But yeah, I think all around, each individual player, we're seeing so many really good things out of. We just got to tweak a couple things. I think we got to get a little better on our knowing exactly where we're supposed to be on defense and not waiting for someone else. A lot of times I think we see that like hesitation. We just got to be a little bit more, or I should say a lot more aggressive and assertive on defense.
Any final thoughts about this match we haven't covered?
No, I think overall I'm really happy with how the girls played, and they're very excited as well. You know, like they've even said, hey, we're already doing better than last year. So if we can, like I said earlier, if we can just build off that and keep rolling, I think we'll have a really good season.
Well, Coach, we still got a long way to go here, but we get a little bit of time to get back at the practice court and start to fine-tune some of those things. Appreciate your time as always, and well done these last 2 nights.
Thanks, Gabe.
And that was the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Katie Morgan, here with us on the Riverview Health post-game show. We very much appreciate her time for coming up and joining us tonight as we take a look at some of the Crookston stats. They ran it up here. There was a pretty significant amount. Jade Uttermark, again, was towards the top in kills with 5. How about Maddie Abrams? She walked away with 5 kills as well. Assists, Rylan Auble, again, with 16 of them. Had 16 last night, too, staying consistent. Aces side, Jade Uttermark and Rylan Auble each put in 2 aces apiece. Blocks, Uttermark led the way with 3 of them. So she's been very sharp in the front of the net. And, of course, even when Coach Morgan had to put her in the back on the back row, it's still worked out pretty well. So she's been very sharp. And then Diggs, Ella Anderson led the way with 13 in limited time. Allison Wagner with 9. Brenna Kopecki behind with 7. We'll take one last break, and when we come back, we will take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Then we'll wrap things up here from the Crookston High School Gymnasium. That'll be coming up right after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today, or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
Welcome to Mahnomen State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. 3rd generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience. 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictinecrookston.org.
Sets to none. Barnesville, they swept Ada Borup West in 3 very close sets. Won 3 sets to none there. Let's see what else we got here. Badger Greenbush Middle River, they swept Stephen Argyle 3 sets to none. Bagley took 4, but they beat Kelleher Northome 3 sets to 1. And Red Lake County Central, they shut out Cass Lake Bena 3 sets to none. Let's see what else we have here. Goodrich Grigla, they beat Warren Alvarado Oslo 3 sets to 1. Sacred Heart's in front of Kitson County Central 2 sets to 1 right now. And Sacred Heart is up 22-16 in set 4. So if they can hold on to that, they would win over Kitson County Central in 4 sets. Other scores here, Wadena Deer Creek shut out East Grand Forks 3 sets to none. And then Thief River Falls, they shut out Perham 3 sets to none as well. Those are the scores we've got there on the volleyball side. And quick update for you here, as right before we wrap up here on Twins baseball, tied at 4. Twins have come back, and it's the top of the 9th with 2 on and 2 outs, as they've gotten into Jeff Hoffman, the closer for the Blue Jays, blew the save, and Mickey Gasper ended up hitting his first career home run. So some of the young Twins starting to make something happen. Maybe they could steal one out of Toronto. It's not fun being towards the bottom of the list, but one of the fun things about it is you can play spoiler. And sometimes when you have a tough schedule coming up, which some of the games that the Twins have definitely are, then you most certainly can play spoiler. And that should about wrap things up here on our broadcast today. Thank you very much for tuning in on either KROX Radio or KROX TV. Very glad we could bring you both of those. We'll mention the Crookston other scores as well. Failed to mention that before. Girls soccer, you were able to watch on KROX TV. Moorhead beat Crookston 6-0. And then in girls tennis, Crookston went 1-1 in the Park Rapids Triangular. Pequot Lakes beat Crookston 4-3. Then Crookston shut out Park Rapids 7-0. Right at 9 o'clock, that should about wrap things up here. I'm Gabe Bishop here signing off. Chris Fee, the cameraman. Stories will be updated here on our website, KROXAM.com, in just a little bit, so stick around for that. You can check out everything you would need there. Stories, stats, scores, pictures, coaches, comments, you name it, we'll get it on KROXAM.com. We thank you very much for listening. Hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your Tuesday evening, and we'll see you back here next time.